We're live. Excellent. Thank you so much. Hey everyone. Welcome. This is Loser Lee's Wrestling. This is the Woos and Whats of AEW Dynamite. Roy, are you there? Can you hear me?
I'm here. I can hear you. Your glasses are slightly askew. I think it's funny.
Do you see how everyone? This is the first. This is the new LLW. We've got a new look. This is LLW 2.0. We've got lights everywhere. We've got lights everywhere. We've got already the chat's buzzing because they love the new look. They love. I love
that we can't call it 2.0 though. We can't associate ourselves with the 2.0
because this is what happens when you're 2.0. You just look better, but you're not better. You look better, not better. Smiz writes, "Red looks wonderful today." I'm assuming you're talking about the French angel Maurice Tillett. John Buse, am I too loud? Let me know.
You sound great. You sound great.
John Buseman writes, guys, I'm like 30 behind on this show. Thank you for pausing the start. Oh,
hey, no problem, John.
Yeah, we're helping you. We're there for you.
Yeah.
Chicken Mark says, love this jam. Everyone was rocking out. Great job, Tam. Everyone give it up for our new tech. By the way, my name is Red Jefferson. I'm here with Roy Hammer. How you doing, Roy?
Great. I'm doing great. This is exciting. I have lost all control of this, and it's really for the best.
Yes.
For the best.
As Roy alluded to, we are now underneath. We have tech. His name's Tam, and he's going to be helping us out. Everyone give a honk in the chat for Tam. Everyone let Tam know that you care. Bless you. Bless the show. And we're wow, I look spooky.
No, you don't. You're okay. Yeah, well, that's like, maybe we should both do that.
Thank you. There's solidarity in numbers. Welcome to the show. We have more things here. Tony writes, tonight's show was pretty damn good. You're damn right. This was an amazing show.
Yeah, it was really interesting. It was a really interesting show. As a show, it was very good. But I don't know. I think it leaves a little bit to be desired when it comes to build for the pay-per-view. A little bit. But we'll get into it. I think from a wrestling standpoint, what an excellent show.
Yeah, no, amazing show wrestling. I thought we did a great job building. We're going to talk about that. I just want to rattle off all these lovely comments. Love this jam. Tonight's show was pretty damn good. Oh yeah, we did that. V Profesh, woo, crisp look and smooth sound.
Oh,
that's a big one. Chica Marks writes. Tony writes, no lag. Excellent. S and his lady are in the house. She likes you all better than actual wrestling. Is that K or? Is that K?
K, that's K.
We let's not presume because
we
don't know. Oh, well, very good, very good. Joe writes, the neon lights behind Red are very 2.0. Buseman puts big confetti cannons, and Tony says, God bless Tam, you must have real internet. And Tony, Tam has the best internet. Tam, thank everyone thank Tam again. Do it again. But we have a big show to talk about.
Yeah, we got to talk about this.
We have to start getting into this show. This is the woos and whats of AEW Dynamite. Let's start off. Let's just start off at the beginning with a woo for me. Bryan Danielson versus Rocky Romero.
Yeah.
There was a I guess they have a little history with New Japan. They were in the dojo together.
Yeah, they trained together back in like 2002, 2003, 2004, like that era. I saw some clips of Rocky Romero. His head has somehow gotten smaller as he's gotten older. He had a really big head in these clips. That's what I remember.
Oh, interesting. Very interesting. Yeah. Okay, I have a question.
Please.
Why is he wearing an eye patch if he's not needing an eye patch? I hate that. I honestly hate that. I find that to be honestly disrespectful, but also like it's their bit. If you lose an eye, that's when you get that gimmick.
Yeah.
You know, like that's kind of like, I don't know.
Like if you get your eye taken out.
That's kind of like Malachi Black using mist. It's just not appropriate.
Why isn't that whatever? That's a whole other conversation. But okay. Yeah, I don't know why he wears an eye patch. He also does the thing where he has a bandana that he wraps around one knee pad. And I'm not sure what the history of that is either, but I'd be curious to know.
Yeah, very interesting. I agree. Then I guess Orange Cassidy was out there with him, but back and forth match. It was fine. It was good. It was a good match, but I think this was Bryan Danielson's worst AEW match.
You thought this was worse than his Anthony Bowens match, which was also good. All of his matches.
I liked his Anthony Bowens match.
I feel like
Rocky Romero, he's not going to be a part of the crew. Anthony Bowens was at least a younger guy. I don't know why there was this back and forth, but he won with a tequila sunrise. Very exciting, wasn't it, Royce?
Yeah, what I think is interesting is AEW, intentionally or not, has come up with this formula for wrestlers who aren't on the roster wrestling established stars. Like when Moxley fought Nagata on Dynamite, it was the same kind of match where it's like 10 to 12 minutes. The guy from New Japan gets some work in, gets some shine in. He gets his moments to look legitimate, as a legitimate threat to him, but ultimately Brian's just going to take the victory, and that's just going to be that.
No, and it was a good match, and I don't dislike Rocky Romero. I just don't know. I know nothing of him, so we'll see.
Yeah, he's a good wrestler overall. He's actually, you know, what's interesting about Rocky Romero, and I thought about this while watching this match. In the last year, during this pandemic, he's wrestled for, come on. He's wrestled for New Japan, Impact, MLW, Ring of Honor, and AEW. He's wrestled for every one of those companies on their television programs. So it's pretty good. I mean, he's pretty well liked. He's very well respected. He is the American liaison for New Japan. So he brokers all the deals for New Japan talent and things like that. So he's an important guy. One thing that I did want to mention about this match that doesn't have anything to do with Bryan Danielson or Rocky Romero, and it's a hint for how I'll feel about something later on in the show. I don't want to see Matt Hardy. Go away.
Oh,
Go
yeah.
away, Matt Hardy.
And we get too much Matt Hardy. That first Matt Hardy was too much, and then they added some more. We're going to get to him in a bit, but yeah, he was just standing there. Afterwards, we get after that, we get an Inner Circle gets jumped by the Men of the Year, and the Alpha team go. They all jump, and this was the best Inner Circle Alpha team segment I've ever seen. I actually
American
thought it was really
team.
American Top. It's whatever. But yeah, I thought it was the best job they've done.
Yeah, because no one talked.
No one talked.
I liked all the promos at the end. I loved the stuff at the end. I love Dan Lambert. I like that they tried to do the powerbomb thing. It did not really work, but it worked well enough. And then the Walls of Jericho. And it's so good. And Dan Lambert telling us that it's actually supposed to be called the Boston Crab is so good.
Yeah, it was a pretty cool moment. It was really good. Great job. I think that was like, honestly, that's the first time I thought of them as a threat in any way. And I actually enjoyed their presence. I like Dan Lambert, and everyone knows I'm a fan of his rants. But that being said, this entire feud, he's been pretty blah. And I feel that with this moment where he's doing the Boston Crab, this was just a lot of fun. Got to see his personality from Scorpio Sky. Scorpio Sky sounded okay.
Yeah.
He didn't sound like an idiot.
No, I like the turtleneck too.
I wrote good beat down. Dan powerbombs Jericho. The Walls equals Boston Crab. Yeah, we had covered all those things.
No, I also love that after he does the powerbomb, he kind of uses the rope a little bit, but he also like does the Joel Gertner like hand wave. Like he's so excited and giddy that he's like celebrating. Like, oh, it's great. It was really good. He's gonna bleed so much at this big and I can't wait.
You're a dirty dog.
To bleed everywhere.
What a dirty dog. Okay, we got to move on from there. That was a woo for me. That was a woo. That segment was a woo. Okay, good. We're on the right track. Let's get some comments here.
What's going on here?
God bless Tammy. Must have that we got to that. S says it is Kay. She loves y'all. It is Kay. Okay, we didn't know your situation, S, and we didn't want to assume it was K. If it was R or T, who knows?
I would be on our face.
Yeah, egg would be on our face. Smiz writes, the commentary is really mentioning chaos. I'm now hoping for some sort of cameo from member coming up, considered some big ones are in the States right now. Is this a reference to Rocky Romero?
So the primary stable of good guys. And I think also this is actually an important time to talk about AEW and where they draw their influences from, because I feel like in Japan, in New Japan specifically, everybody's in a stable. Everybody's got friends. Everybody's in a stable. There's like 50,000 stables.
My deodorant was in the shop.
Yeah, it was good. It was a good call.
Old Spice doesn't pay us yet.
That's true. Not yet. But with Tam on board, anyway.
With Tam on board, anything's possible.
Anything's possible. But Chaos is the primary babyface stable. Okada is like the leader of Chaos, and Okada's the top babyface. And Rocky Romero was a multi-time tag team champion in New Japan with Trent, but of course Trent's hurt, so he's not there. but Trent, Chuck Taylor. So by proxy, Rocky Romero has invited the best friends into Chaos. So the thought is, well, Okada's in the States. He's wrestling in California on Saturday. Maybe he'll make an appearance. Who knows? Who knows?
Okay. Very interesting. And there's an Okada reference later in the show we might be talking about. I'll tell you in a second.
Yeah, let's talk about it.
But we have some more commentary here. Dog Farts is in the house. Dog Farts is in the house. Hell yeah, Dog Farts. We got Tony says, I'm not getting why they're saying best friends are in Chaos now from Okada invite. Tony writes that after the Swizz comment. Chico Marks writes, I honestly forgot about Matt until I saw him. Maybe he was afraid of being forgotten. What if he just bought his own ticket?
He bought his own ticket?
That'd be very funny. He's just like, I'm going to be on TV.
Well, security should have bum rushed him when he tried to get in the ring later.
Get out of here. S put some respect on Ethan Page's name, Red. He's doing great in this feud as well. He did fine today. Honestly, he did fine today. Everyone did fine today. Everyone got a passing. Everyone came in with a B. Everyone that walked into the door, an alpha team, American top alpha team, they got a B right going in the door. Yankees MCAV says, what an amazing episode. You're damn right. You're damn right. We're talking about it right now.
We're talking about it. It was a great wrestling episode.
Just a recap. What did we talk about before with S and K? S writes, it's always going to be K. Heart.
That's so nice.
Oh my God. There's real stuff happening right now.
Never mind. Yeah, let's keep rolling.
Let's not put them on the spot. Let's not put them on blast. All right. Jeez. Let them go at their own pace. We're not rushing you. Your own thing. Okay. So Brett, Jamie Hayter, and Rebel versus Ty, Conte, Anna Jay, and Thunder Rosa. Why is Rebel wrestling? Rebel is the female Mongo McMichael. She is so awkward. She's like Tamina Snuka, fell asleep.
Yeah, there you go. Yeah. Here's my thing. Why it's fine that she's in this match. It's a multi-person match. You can hide her, but they didn't hide her. She wrestled so much of this match. It was very weird, but I will say the energy, there's something, I don't know what it was. Maybe, I don't know why it was. When they came down to the ring, when everybody came down, everybody seemed hyped and the match was really exciting and the crowd popped huge for Thunder Rosa. So I got excited. I was excited by this match. In the first 5 minutes, I was pumped up. There was a little too much Rebel.
Then the bell rang.
I got it. No. It's just a little too much Rebel for me.
No, there's too much Rebel. And honestly, Jamie Hayter isn't that much better. Jamie Hayter is clumsy. Jamie, there's 4 great workers in that match. There's, the babyface side, and then Britt Baker.
I don't know if Anna Jay is Anna Jay just seems hesitant.
No, Anna Jay's getting there. Anna Jay works really well when she has someone there to bounce off of and work with. She's had some really good matches before, but they're with people who are pretty competent with what they're doing. But Ty and Thunder Rosa, they could go. Britt can go. But Jamie Hayter is just, I don't think she understands herself yet, Roy.
Yeah, well, I think she
that's what she is.
I would think that, let's say I'm a professional wrestler, right?
I think of her as Beth Phoenix.
Yeah, sure. But think of like Beth Phoenix is probably going to be sloppy if she wrestles a match now because she hasn't wrestled in a long time. I'm giving Jamie Hayter a pass because she was stuck in England for a year and a half, not doing anything. So she's still kind of getting back into the rhythm. I will say, and I don't know who this was, whether it was Jamie Hayter or Thunder Rosa or just like a osmosis. I don't know. But did you see that cross body that Thunder Rosa did off the top rope towards the end of that match? Because Jamie Hayter got crushed, absolutely crushed. Yeah. I don't know. I hope she's okay because it looked great, but it'd be a bummer if she was hurt because of it. But that was awesome. That was my highlight.
I think all the faces look good in this match. That's the one thing. Rebel didn't make anyone look bad. It just it was just a sloppy match.
And somebody's got to take the pin.
Someone has to take we actually got that point in there. Tony writes Rebel is there to take the pin. Crazy. Isn't it crazy? Like you said at the same time. S writes Rebel is wrestling because someone has to take the pin. There's another person that's you guys say it at the same time. Get off that wavelength. Tony writes Anna Jay was nervous this match. She looked off. Did she start off the match with Rebel?
I think she started the match with Baker, and then Thunder Rosa tagged in and Britt tagged out to Rebel. Because the thing is, they paint themselves in this corner because Britt's going to fight Ty at the pay-per-view. Britt and Thunder Rosa have a history, and they're going to lead, all roads lead back to that feud. So you want to try to keep all of those people apart from one another. And then Jamie Hayter's fighting Thunder Rosa in the next round of the tournament. So really, it just leaves Rebel to get the shit kicked out of her. It's pretty.
I just wish, honestly, I wish Thunder Rosa was in this match. Because I think Thunder Rosa needs to be saved. Like any interaction with Britt should be saved. Like when they were fighting each other in the ring, crowd went crazy. Yeah. But like without that payoff or without that, like it being taken away, it kind of it was too soon.
Yeah, and that leads to my theory of Ruby Soho is going to win this TBS title because Thunder Rosa is going to be saved to beat Britt Baker. I think, and also. Yeah.
There's Britt a few Baker, other people that could be that TBS champion.
That's also true too. Jade Cargill could take it. Who knows?
I'm leaning towards her.
All right, that's interesting. Well, we're going to talk more about that as the tournament unfolds for sure. And Britt Baker's wrist is healthy. She had a broken wrist for a long time. It doesn't look like she's wearing a brace anymore, which is great because she's a dentist. She's got to use those hands, got to use those wrists.
Mm-hmm. I got distracted because Chica Marks, we didn't read the next part, but Chica Marks writes, maybe Rebel was there to lose. And like, it's just like, I'm sorry. That was just great.
We're all on the same page here.
We're all this. And then she said, we're all in sync. This is crazy. We're wild. Being really weird right now. Redley 697 says, happy to catch y'all live. Well, bless you, 697.
Redley.
Otherwise the faces did a good job.
I'm excited for this match on Saturday.
Yes,
whatever it
yes,
is.
I think fantastic. We all are. And I just don't think Rebel should be wrestling, but that's me. Tony, we all marks to Mr. Tony Khan. We all marks to Mr. Tony Khan. Okay,
not untrue.
We all are marks. We're watching this damn thing.
Well, yeah, put out a good product, and I'll happily be a mark for it as long as
we're doing.
You respect.
We're really, and he's watching this and eating it up right now. He's just like, we got those LLW bastards this time. Moving on, we've got Jungle Boy versus Anthony Bowens. Ever heard of him? Did I say that wrong?
No, you said it right. You were completely right.
What did you think of this match? Jungle Boy gets the win with the snare trap, making him tap.
This goes back to my original thought of good match. I think Anthony Bowens is showing me something. I think he looks great. And I love Max Caster. I mean, I feel bad for liking him as much as I do. I don't know. I feel weird about it, but I like him. I think they're a good duo. And I think Anthony Bowens is just becoming a better and better wrestler. But there's a part of me that's like, on your go-home show to a pay-per-view, where Jungle Boy is going to be in this like 6-man, anything goes, falls count anywhere match. Why is he in this like really long match with a guy who's not going to be on the show just to lead to this like post-match storyline? I don't know. What did you think? Wait, you're confused as to why Jungle Boy got the win, or why had no, I'm into him. Why have the match at all? That's my feeling.
I just want Jungle Boy to have more opportunities to show why he's there, and I think we're going to talk about it in a second, but Jungle Boy gets the win here. I thought it was a good match. The announcers talked about his 5 o'clock shadow for a little bit, which was awkward.
Well, I think the 5 o'clock shadow is meaningful because I was thinking about it. I was trying to think of other people too, but when wrestlers want to be tough, it's, when like these little baby faces are tough and they're like, they've been through a difficult feud where they've gotten beat up a lot. Suddenly they have a beard and they're tough now. And I think that's kind of what they were referencing, but they were also kind of making fun of it.
It was just Tony Schiavone was just being like 5 o'clock shadow. And he was just saying it as a term, but JR's just like, Tony's making fun of him. He's like, "Oh, don't say it like that. Like he's a young boy. He's a boy.
He shaved a week ago."
Jeez. But there's the middle finger at the end, which was awkwardly timed, and I thought it was just not necessary. There has why are you wasting that, Jungle Boy, on this interaction where he gives the middle finger to Max Caster as Anthony Bowen taps when it could be a bigger moment? We just got the middle finger moment. What was it with Eddie Kingston, and the feud's not even over yet.
Yeah, that's interesting. I didn't connect the two. I think that was another thing to be like, Jungle Boy has an edge now. He's not just a baby face. There was a funny thing where Max Caster in his freestyle in the beginning said something about how Jungle Boy stumbles and stutters when he tries to do a promo.
Yeah.
Did you see that the camera cut to Jungle Boy and he was like, yeah, I do.
Yeah. Tony writes Max's rap was weak. I thought, honestly, the thing is, I'm fine with him doing less offensive promos. Like, I am fine with him just doing a rap that's kind of cheesy, but then has one hard-hitting line in there or something like that. He doesn't have, and I'm glad that he's showing that he's not a monster. And for the most part, honestly, I don't know, but I'm fine with him getting better if that's what he wants to do. Lay off, Tony. Jesus, Tony's coming in freaking hot today. But moving on, right after that, we get Bobby Fish coming out to do a beatdown on Jungle Boy. And I think this is great. This is great. Great use for Bobby Fish. And Jungle Boy, what a great way to kind of stay in the mix and kind of level up with a different type of wrestler that's shown he's able to beat people up, and they're treating him like a main event threat, not necessarily a main event player, but like a threat to main eventers. So it's kind of putting him in that mix.
Yeah, what I'm realizing now as we're talking about this, the Jungle Boy Anthony Bowens match, which leads to the Jungle Boy Bobby Fish match, which will then lead to the 6-man at the pay-per-view. It's like the hero's journey right now. This is like Jungle Boy's bar mitzvah. He's becoming a man this week. He's gonna get the pinfall. He already beat Bowens. He's gonna beat Fish, and he's gonna make someone, maybe Adam Cole, tap out on Saturday. And now Jungle Boy is a man. Jungle Man.
Jungle Man. I hope they don't.
Absolutely not.
No, honestly, that's a good point you're bringing up. He should be Jungle Man.
No, he shouldn't. That sounds terrible.
Listen, it's Jungle Boy sounds bad too. It's just in context. Jungle Man, I think, is a good idea because there's nothing worse. Like, it's fine. Jungle Boy for another couple of years is fine, but there's nothing worse than an old man acting like a kid. I'm looking at you, Rock and Roll Express. Don't do it to Jungle Boy.
Well, I think he'll just become Jack Perry. He'll drop Jungle Boy and just become Jack Perry.
Okay, that's fine. Okay, well, that's a good idea.
Rather than Jungle Man Jack Perry.
Jungle Man's not bad, actually. I think it's really funny. Okay, we got to get out of here. We got some things. John Buseman writes, Christian is teaching Jungle Boy how to be meaner. And that's a fun storyline. I just think there's a lot of teachers in AEW, but that's good, I guess. I think that's a fine storyline because there's different types of teachers out there. Christian's the mean teacher, or the mean teaching teacher. Chica Marks writes, I don't know if they can make Jungle Boy look tough in that sense. Yeah, there's something with the loincloth, like the really playful little boy loincloth that's not going to look tough.
He also has Sideshow Bob hair, so it's kind of tough.
Sure.
To like make him look tough with his
That's funny. He does have
hair.
Sideshow Bob hair. Tony, I want to see Jungle Boy versus Miro. Yes.
Yeah.
Didn't we get that?
That's a good question. I don't think so.
I think we may have gotten it
more clearly,
but who knows? Jungle Boy's a quinceañera, as writes. Oh, that's pretty too. Yes. Bar mitzvah, quinceañera, all of it. John Buseman, Jungle Jack.
Jungle Jack's good. Jungle Jack.
Jungle Jack ain't bad. Give a honk honk if you like Jungle Jack. Swizz writes, he could just move to Jack Perry, which is where we already got to, Swizz. I'm just joking, Swizz. Don't be mad at us. I didn't see your comment. I didn't see. Moving on. We got to get out of here. We're doing a lot.
We got to get out of here.
We got to get out of here. Then we get an Omega Hangman promo.
Well, hold on. We got the Bucks and Cole.
The Bucks and Cole. Not yet.
Is it they do Hangman and then they go back to it? Yeah, okay.
Sorry. Now you wrote it down in order as I saw it.
All right. I apologize.
Omega Hangman promo, which was fine. Just they're doing these promos, but I thought that was fine. But I forgot to mention earlier the Chris Statlander Ruby one.
Yeah.
Which was not great.
I loved it.
All right.
I loved it. Well, you don't. This is where the line is drawn. Yeah. I'm on the side with Ruby Soho. You're on the side against Ruby Soho. And
I'm
Chris
not
Statlander
against
never talks.
Ruby Soho. I just want her to show me what she's got. Show me what you got
in that match. That's going to be a great match.
That's all I'm looking for. And honestly, I could do it. I like Chris Statlander. I could do without her talking about being an alien. I could do without it. Okay. Yeah. I mean, it's not like
no. I'm not saying. I just think in that moment, she wasn't being like, "I'm an alien." She was just like, "This is who I am. This is my gimmick. This is my space." welcome to my world. You're new here. I'm gonna fucking crush you like an
You are
intergalactic
Paul
bug.
Heyman in your effort to spin. You spun something that was not there. That was not there.
No, what, you think she's like, I'm an alien in that very
I'm an
serious
alien.
promo?
This is my galaxy. What was that? I don't know.
Let's whatever.
That was what you said. Esther writes, Jungle Jack sounds like an 80s WWF wrestler, but that's honestly what does Jungle Boy sound like?
Well, I will say there was Outback Jack, who ended up being a sexual predator, I think. I'm not sure.
It's coming in now. Tony writes Team Roy. S writes Team Roy all the way. If
what?
another one of you says Team Roy, the stream is over.
No, it's not.
The stream is over. Cut his mic, Tam. No, just joking. Don't do that. Don't do that. Just joking. We're just having fun. Okay, next up we get Super Elite meets the Undisputed Era. I smell trouble on the horizon, and it wasn't honestly. God, I hate to bring it up, and I don't want to bring it up. So I was listening to the Jim Cornette podcast, and he mentioned he's like I fucking hate the Super Elite. They're fucking idiots. Ruin wrestling. Blah blah blah. And then he's talking, but then he's just like, but Adam Cole. I thought he knew better. Than do this bullshit. This fucking Ghostbusters ass bullshit. Whatever. And then, but the thing is, he's just like, but then Bobby Fish, and he's like the Undisputed Era is gonna feud with the Super Elite.
Yeah.
And it's gonna be the Undisputed Era is gonna take over. And it's going to be awesome.
Yeah, well, that's the thing that's interesting is, so, okay. Wow. Yeah, there's like, my mind's exploding thinking about all of the things that can be done here. Because I think Kyle O'Reilly's contract is up in December.
Yeah, Kyle O'Reilly.
And I would be very surprised if he stayed. Johnny Gargano also, who also really, like, I know there's not a lot of room and you want to bring in Keith Lee and there's so many guys. But yeah.
Was he an Undisputed Era?
No.
I'm just talking about Undisputed Era people.
Oh, that's it. And Roderick Strong. And I don't know what his deal is.
There was only 4 then.
Yeah, there was only 4. Mm-hmm.
There was only 4. But like that would be pretty cool if they're able to get those 4. That would be pretty special.
I mean, I'll tell you, there's just so much history and there's so much good wrestling there. Best live match I've ever seen in my life was at the Hammerstein Ballroom in New York City, where I saw the Young Bucks fight Kyle O'Reilly and Bobby Fish. And I didn't know who any of them were at the time. This was like almost 10 years ago, and it was incredible. So what they can do now would just be mind-blowing, especially in AEW. No shackles, no restrictions, just going all out. It would be fantastic. It would be really fantastic.
Well, that'd be really cool to see, and hopefully we get there. We've got,
and Adam Cole should be a babyface anyway.
Eventually. I like where he's at right now.
Yeah, but I think the Undisputed Era, or whatever their name will be, should be at the baby faces in this situation.
I like the comment. They're just like, there's nothing undisputed here. That was fun. That was fun. Yeah. The Young Bucks don't say a lot of good things, but when they do, it's only once. Yankees MCAV writes, Hangman is winning on Saturday. Will be amazing. It will be. We're all excited for it. Yeah. Unless they fuck with us.
Everybody's invited to my apartment for the after party.
S writes, Roy Team 2000. Fuck off. No, just joking. S. We love you, S. Tony, I love Gargano to Roy. I love Gargano to Roy.
Me too.
Smith says, so AEW is just going to turn into Super Show Wednesday Night Wars. Old NXT versus AEW. Sure. Honestly, fine.
Yeah, but also like just to be like Marky Smark about this. Yeah, they will, but that was also what PWG was before NXT raided PWG and Ring of Honor and took all their best wrestlers.
Could you not attack Swizz right now? This is getting weird.
I'm flexing now. This is my new thing.
You're flexing on Swizz? Swizz writes, feels like they're just piggybacking off of NXT booking. Okay, let's not say that. I will not go that far. Swizz writes, not saying I wouldn't really enjoy it. Okay, sure. So we're on the same page. On the same page, somewhat. Moving on. We got some really hot ass promo right here with Eddie versus Punk promo. Fucking awesome. This entire deal is that, what is this?
Eddie Kingston.
It's Eddie Kingston. Eddie Kingston shirt. This is Eddie Kingston's best work ever. Yeah. I think Eddie Kingston is also bringing out the best in Punk, because that promo that Punk did against Eddie was his best in AEW.
Yeah, absolutely. 100%.
I think Punk has been trying to find his footing throughout. Like he's getting there within the ring, but like on the mic, he's always been like this weird step of, I'm not necessarily sure what to say to you right now. So this is what I'm going to say to you, which is fine. And it's understandable. It's relatable because what do you say after leaving for 7 years? And then you come back and you have to say a bunch of stuff each town you go to. So it's always been awkward. Now he's got a thing to say. And Eddie's giving it to him. Great stuff. Really Absolutely. Wakes him up.
This is exactly what both of them kind of need. Mm-hmm. And yeah, CM Punk isn't a Bryan Danielson in the sense that Danielson is just wrestling and just having incredible matches. And I love to see him go. Like, I just want to see him do what he's doing. But Punk needs something to sink his teeth into. Punk needs more for me to be invested in him. And that's what we're getting now with Kingston. Yeah. And Kingston is just Kingston. Tam could feud with Kingston and I would be 100% invested and ready to go.
I'm pro Tam, though. Tam, you're going to take down Kingston. I know you are. Yeah. Everyone, the sound off. Who do you think is going to win, Tam or Kingston?
Also, to take a second, that Players Tribune article that Kingston wrote about like his life and his wrestling career is fantastic. It's very good, and it just makes him this forever babyface. And I think, well, we'll talk about this more on the weekly wrestle on Saturday. But I think Kingston might win. I think Kingston might be Punk. I don't know.
Yeah, maybe that's actually very interesting. I don't know who's going to win that because I wanted to go further than one match.
Yeah.
We got some comments here. Tony writes PWG was awesome. It is, and I'm going to go see it with Chica Marks this month.
That's so good. I'm so jealous. I was very close to buying a flight today, but I didn't do it. I was very close.
It's but Chica Marks writes, I'm all about Eddie right now. Yes, as you should be. Swizz, do you see the Eddie Kingston promo on Road to Full Gear on YouTube? Kind of crazy. Amazing. Everyone check that out. Everyone check that out. Watch the Road to Full Gear on YouTube. First 3 minutes.
It's the first
some of the best promo you'll see in a while. Good call out, Swizz. Excellent call out. Yankees MCAV says, I need Eddie to win. Honestly, way it's going, I kind of do too. Let's just skip. Then S writes, Punk is going to win, but I want to see a multiple match feud. I honestly feel like, well, there's who knows? But let's just skip to I'm just going to skip to that one part where Punk and Eddie are screaming in the parking lot.
Yeah.
That was great. Honestly, that is a perfect way to kind of set this up. They're not touching each other. They're not wasting time doing the same thing over again. They're like, oh, of course that would happen. That just makes so much sense. They're both showing up to work that day. They see each other in the parking lot. They start screaming at each other and making a scene. Yeah. Of course. Yeah. That makes sense. I'm 100%. All aboard.
100%. Can I tell you my self-indulgent note from that? That's like a little inside baseball, but I just have to share it with you.
Yeah, give it to me.
Ruby Soho is like the primary person. Hold on. This is about you. The Ruby Soho is the primary person holding Eddie Kingston back. Like this big dude, it's Ruby Soho holding it back. Oh, yeah. It's like when Delia held you back.
I was just watching that. I'm going to post it. I was going to post it as like a promo video for this.
That's great. I think sense? Our audience will really enjoy that.
Yeah, we have a fight scene, a real detailed fight scene. And John Busman says, all I want is Eddie Kingston. I think that's true. I think that's all anyone really wants. We got to move on. Because we have a spicy match. It's Yuta Wheeler versus Wardlow. And it honestly makes a lot of fucking sense. This is the way you do it. This is what you do. Because
what do you do?
When Daniel Bryan and CM Punk came to this company, these are the people that were hurt the most. Now there's Frankie Kazarian got pretty bad. Chuck Taylor got hurt. Just in terms of roster positioning. They're not on the show anymore. Joey Janela is bye.
Yeah, he's done.
Orange Cassidy got a big hit.
Yeah, that's very true.
But because now we're able to see what the effects of what happened since they came here. Wardlow has gotten tremendously hit by the new talent coming in because they were looking to do this MJF Wardlow turn a year ago. And they had to keep delaying it because they kept getting new people. And MJF still had to have this body, and so they couldn't ever do it. MJF has moved on from Wardlow to the point where Wardlow and him may have a match, but it won't be a big deal because MJF has bigger fish to fry. So giving him this match and having him have this strong win where the people got behind him, people were into him power bombing. He went into that powerbomb spree, and they were like, he's not going to do it again. He did it again. And he showed off his strength. This was great. This was great storytelling. You need a real reminder of who Wardlow is. And this was it. What are your thoughts? You hated it.
You are absolutely brilliant. I didn't think of it that way. I was angry about this, but you're completely right. You're 100% right. Even when you're building for a pay-per-view, there's always time for a squash.
Yeah.
And here it is. And that's exactly what it needed to be. And I'm glad that that's what it was. Mm-hmm. But I was very angry in the moment. So I was like, why do I care? But that's why I care. And I am usually a defender of Wardlow. I like Wardlow. I think there's a place on the roster for a man of his size. You need bigger guys in your company, especially when there's so many small guys. So yeah, I'm glad that he beat the shit out of Willer Yuta. Yeah. And that
can I get a Team Roy? Great. Can I get a Team Roy chant? Can I get a Team Red? Team Red. Oh, I called it. Oh, Lord. They're going to start putting up Team Roy chants now because of me. Jeez, well, I can't win. I just can't win.
But that being said, I will say I fucking hated the post-match.
Yeah, this is a big what for me. You got House Farty.
that's right.
What is it?
Where's Dog Farts for that one?
Where's Dog Fart? Dog Farts, you're supposed to be in here with that. House Roy and Red compliment each other so well. I didn't say anything nice about them.
we play off each other.
Well. I know. Let's make a joke. Make it a joke. But like, what does it sound for? A house?
I think it's House of Hardy. Hardy Family Office. HFO. Hardy Family Office.
What a fucking dumb thing.
I will say, on a personal note, I'm happy to see Blade there. Blade has been very public about his battles with anxiety and depression recently, so it's good to see him back on TV. I wish he wasn't in this angle, but that's fine.
It's a real waste of time. I kind of feel like her being Bunny and him should be a pair, and they should not be in the HFO. Yeah. I think they should be this weird, crazy pair that are off to the sides in the shadows, doing kinky sex stuff and watching everyone in the shadows with cigarettes. Like that's like their gimmick. They're just like everyone's sex positive at AEW, but they're just way too far. And they're just weird. They're just weird and creepy, and and not that any of that stuff is weird or creepy. They are weird and creepy with it. Do you understand what I'm saying? I do. Am I coming off like an idiot right now?
No, I think those two and Butcher should be the APA of AEW, but rather than like drinking beer and playing poker, they're like hanging out in a butcher shop or something, and then people have to come to the butcher shop and be like, I need you to beat up Orange Cassidy, and then they pay them, and then they go beat him up, and then they go back and they keep cutting meat.
They're actual butchers, but Butcher, I have a thought about Butcher. I don't like Butcher with Blade. I don't like I'm fine with them to get, but when I get Butcher, because Blade is very good. Blade is a very good performer.
Yeah, he's a good wrestler.
Butcher's not very good.
He's not amazing.
He's a great look.
What a look.
Amazing look. Why don't you do?
Great
you make him the 911 of AEW. You make him Tony Khan's bodyguard, or someone's bodyguard, and you just have him just there to give choke slams and occasionally get hit, but never have a match. Never ever have a match. That would be pretty fucking cool.
It's a shame that Dan Lambert comes already with a bunch of MMA guys. I know they're not wrestlers, I guess.
Oh, he'd be
otherwise, him and Dan Lambert.
You take Butcher, you put a top hat on him, the monocle. Excellent. Then we get Punk and Eddie screaming in the parking lot. Yeah, got that good stuff. Now we get to wow. Okay, do you want to set this up or should I set this up?
You go.
Lio Rush and Dante Martin versus Lee Moriarty and Matt Sydal. And let's just say right off the bat, Lio Rush and Dante Martin get the win here.
Yeah.
But this match, I saw things in this match that I've never seen before in wrestling. I've never seen it.
Can you give me an example of something? Who was wrestling when you saw
the chain wrestling in the beginning with Dante and Lee Moriarty?
Yeah.
These two young pups just going at it and doing stuff they're trying to show off. But then Leo comes in, he's just like, I am faster than anyone on the planet.
Unbelievable.
And fucking Sydal is a technician, almost like he's got laser vision. Like literally, like everything he does is so precise and perfect. Like they were all little superheroes.
Yeah.
They were all little superheroes, and it was really amazing, really tight. Man, crazy stuff. What are your thoughts?
I was about to say none of those people came from NXT, but then I remembered that Lio Rush technically did come from NXT, so never mind. I just thought it was fantastic. I agree with everything you said. I think everybody, the thing that's so fun and interesting about this match, and I think like to give a little inside info here, you texted Moet and I, and you were like, oh, I love this. This is amazing. And Moet was shocked because it's kind of like flippy wrestling. But this is the type of flippy wrestling that I think anyone could get into because, yeah, there's flips and there's really acrobatic counters, but it's acrobatic counters to chain wrestling, to actual holds. Yeah, there's so much thought that goes into it. And there is a lot of like, I'm trying to get the upper hand on you, but you're fast, and I'm going to try to be faster than you. And everybody played their part perfectly. I felt like Seidel was really like the glue that kind of held all of this together. And yeah, it was fantastic. There were so many that the chain wrestling in the beginning was fantastic.
Amazing.
What was really cool is that Lee got in the ring and people were already chanting his name, which was really fantastic to see. And then they just went crazy for everybody as soon as the chain wrestling started.
Yeah. Amazing job.
I was on board from the beginning. How did you feel about Lio Rush's like Power Rangers bodysuit?
Loved it. Honestly, Lio Rush, when you have your shirt off, you look like a little baby. You look like a little baby. You got little kid arms. You look like
he's a short guy.
No, that's fine. That's fine. But like with this on, he looks like Rey Mysterio. He looks like he could take on the world. He looked like he could because he wrestles like he could take on anyone. Yeah. Like that's what I like about him is that he's fat. That's his like Ray's thing was that he was fast. He was fast and he was athletic. You know, he could use his weight against you. And that's the same thing with Lio Rush. He just knows how to wrestle where it's believable. He's the Flash.
That's good. That's really good.
He's the Flash. Oh my God. Yeah, very into this match. Love that. The thing though, Lio Rush, man of the hour.
Is that what it is?
Moth, man of the hour.
Man of the hour. Yeah.
So the men of the year. There's a lot going on there.
Yeah, there's a lot of men there.
So who wins? I guess men of the year are the better ones. Man of the hour is just an hour. There's so many of them in a year. Man of the year is a bigger deal.
I feel like they can compromise. He'll get the hour and they'll get the rest of the year.
We got some comments here. What is this? Jesus. Swiss says, feel like I've seen 100 Orange Cassidy, Matt Hardy combo matches. Yeah, don't know what that's about.
Well, that's the other problem too, is that not only was Orange Cassidy's spot on the card hurt by them bringing in all this new talent, but he's just been feuding with Matt Hardy for like 4 months. Yeah. Why is it that he's the only wrestler that constantly has multiple matches with his opponent? There's not more people that he can wrestle?
It's not. I don't understand it. It really is hurting him, and I'm surprised. Like, I'm not surprised, I guess, but like when they're talking about the pillars, that pillars talk, we'll talk about that in a second. Either way, not a big fan of Orange Cassidy Hardy faction is too big. That's what Tony writes. Esray, it says, make Butcher the 911 of AEW. Team frickin' Red. That is what I'm talking about.
Who said that, Tony?
S said that. That. Tony wouldn't say that. Tony wouldn't say Team Red. John Buseman writes 911. Exactly. John Buseman says this match was so good. They're all so good. He also writes Leo's tope is fast and hit so hard with just a few steps has start running. He is very good looking at those. Very good job.
That like Tony, under the bottom rope too, or like under the between the first and the second rope. Amazing. Incredible.
It's a missile. It's very scary. Tony, them four worked well. Yankees MCAV says this match stole the show. Tony says, I like Lio Rush a bit more after today. He increases stock. Yes, I agree.
LBO Leo.
LBO Leo. This really showed something special today. He's doing great. Honestly, what a great get. And I love this character work. I love the idea that Lio Rush he feels like a cult leader. He's a little bit like, oh, geez, Louise. Oh,
where'd you go?
You still see me? Can you still see me?
Yeah, you're back. You're back.
Louise. They're calling. Yeah. People are calling.
Who's calling you?
And this is why I don't use this device.
Well, the other thing too is there is a moment that I think there's a really important moment in this match that I think will be important later on, because Dante and Leo have been together for a while, but Dante has felt kind of like a little bit of like he's not into it fully. He's just kind of hanging out and just kind of like he's hesitant. He doesn't know. They're not on the same page fully. But at some point, either Lee or Seidel got in Leo's face, and Dante hopped in and got in between the two and stood up for Leo. So I think their partnership is becoming more authentic and legitimate.
What? Especially that at the like you said, that last minute, that teamwork finish. Like he's listening to him. I love that. Yeah. I think that's great. Excellent job, guys. Great job. Then we get a Miro promo where he's talking to God again, and this one was weird. This is a what for me. I love all these Miro promos back to back, and now he's just like he's basically saying my wife will have sex with me. Like he's like, oh, you this Saturday, you're gonna have to say goodbye to your wife so I could say hello to mine. Like
that's what? A little weird. Yeah, I was on board in the beginning because he said a line that I really liked where it's something like, "Will you trade my bad neck for yours?" or something because they both have bad necks.
Yeah,
I liked that, but then it got kind of like
okay. It felt like a parody. It felt like he was doing a parody of his other ones. It was just weird.
Yeah,
I don't know. What do y'all think? Then what do we got here? Tony writes another red botch. Go, Tony. Go to you, son of a gun. Tony, you're really doing it today. S says, think of Leo Dante versus Lucha Bros match. Yeah, goodness gracious. S writes. That's a good point. That sounds fun.
Right.
John Buseman, he just wants to be with his wife. Man, that's pretty sad when you put it like that. He loses, he's like, oh man.
He gets kicked out of the house, sleeps in the backyard.
Smooth says, I miss Miro as TNT champ. Seems like the title has disappeared. And Chica Marks writes, I like how weird it was. And I guess if you're looking for weird, it did the job.
Yeah, it sure did the job. I agree with that statement. I don't like that the TNT title is held up. I like that Sammy's the champ. Sammy's a good person to hold that title for now, but I wish that he was doing more with it instead of this American top alpha team.
Yeah, that's pretty dumb. It's actually really upsetting now that I think of it, that it's not being utilized. But, well, that's the cookie crumble. We got to talk about this next match.
You're going to say that's the cookie puss.
That's the cookie puss. What?
Yeah, this is the cake. Cookie puss. Never mind. Fudgy the Whale and Cookie Puss, Carvel,
what the
ice
hell
cream
are
cakes.
You talking about?
You grew up in New Jersey. Also, shout out to Anthony Bowen, who also grew up in New Jersey. It's a cake.
We're gonna get canceled.
It's the name of a cake.
Okay, well, we're gonna have to Google that and verify.
Google it and verify it.
We're gonna have to trust but verify. We're gonna trust but verify here. But what were we even talking about? Andrew, that threw me off. That threw this entire show
Dax versus Pac.
John Buseman said, I'll send you a link for the cookie puss. Jeez, this is it. This is the end of the show. You guys are doing it now.
Hey, we have 1 week with the tech, and that's it.
That's it. We have to talk about this match because it's pretty special.
We talked about Dax versus Pac. It was very
Dax versus Pac. And Pac wins, makes Dax tap. Great match. Just a great damn match. We can't say anything better about it.
Yeah.
They work well together.
They work well.
JR was coming from this match. JR's just like, they are such great wrestling logic.
Yeah, you know what I really loved? So earlier in the Wardlow match, homeboy Wheeler Yuta slipped. He had a little oopsie boo.
Yeah.
And he slipped on the rope, and JR was like, well, that's what happens when you wear tennis shoes, or should I say sneakers. And then when they did that brainbuster spot in this Pac Harwood match, which was a nuts spot. That was absolutely crazy. I think Excalibur said like, oh, Pac's on the top rope. He's very comfortable up there. And then JR was like, yes, two professional wrestlers who don't wear sneakers.
Oh man, he is livid today. Mick Foley would have something to say about it. Mick Foley wore sneakers and sweats all the time, and you didn't say anything to him.
That's true. That is true.
We got some things here. Cookie Puss is getting hot in here. Whoa. That's right. Tony says, why is Pac not in the title picture? He is a monster. Hopefully soon. Honestly, I could see Pac versus Hangman.
Yeah. Mm-hmm.
That would be pretty good.
Yeah,
that'd be a good first challenger, or like one of the first.
That also revisits their feud that they had when the company first launched, and that's like old Hangman. So now we get to see how Hangman's matured and developed, and now he goes up against Pac. You know, I think that's great.
I like that.
Also, what else? I've never seen this before. Maybe I have, but I don't remember it. Everybody's chest gets red and like bruised from chops, but I've never seen someone's chest literally bleed.
Oh yeah,
his chest.
You've seen Rick's
dripping blood.
I've seen matches with Ric Flair where someone's chest was bleeding. Yeah, you forget to cut your pinky nail. That's all you got to do.
That's a good point.
You forget to cut your pinky nail, and you get scratched the hell up. And that's actually what Chica Marks writes. Stay away from Pac's sharp hands. No, he's just got that one pinky finger that's just gross and disgusting. He's like, there, you know what I'm talking about. It's weird.
I also like, by the way, in the beginning of the match,
very Aleister Crowley. I'm sorry. I shouldn't say that name. I just gave him power, and I hate it.
Well, I thought you were going to bring up Aleister Black, who comes out in a second. But everybody's banned from ringside. Death Triangle's banned from ringside, and Pinnacle's banned from ringside. However, the announcers point out that since Tully Blanchard has a manager's license, he is allowed to be at ringside. Love to hear about these manager's license, and where can I get one? What test do I have to take?
Oh my God. Imagine if we get a hold of a manager's license, we'd do so much damage. We'd swap out. We'd swap out, we tag in, and I'd be in the crowd, and then you hand me the manager's license, and then I jump over the rails, you swap out. That's what we'll do. That's actually a really interesting idea. We have to beat up Tully Blanchard. We got to attack Tully Blanchard. But great job. That the brainbuster at the top was real great. JR did mention that Pac was 6 feet tall at one point. And I'm just like, why are you saying that, JR? That's blatantly not true. That's just gratuitously not true.
I don't know if either of them are 6 foot tall.
None of them are. Nobody in this match was 6 foot tall. Moving on.
Including
Cash and Tully came out. They come out for the beatdown on old Pac. The lights go out, and now Malachi has transferred over his powers to Andrade because they're in a doubles pact, which means that Andrade now has not the ability to transfer teleport alone, but with Malachi he's able to teleport. But it makes it a lot slower. It takes a lot longer time. That's why the lights were out. Did Malachi Black just pop in with Andrade?
My dog just scared the shit out of me.
Oh,
I got these headphones on. I couldn't hear my dog. Hey, come here. It's fine.
Get the shit out of me. Your dog scared the shit. Everyone's lost it. Everyone's lost it.
So everybody comes out. The lights go back up. They can teleport together, which is great. Storyline logic there, Red. I don't think
honestly, I'm honestly pretty okay with that because
me too.
Like any superhero cartoon, if you're like hanging out with Superman, he's gonna pick you up and fly around everywhere. You know, like it's not abnormal for the Flash to fly if he's being held of Superman's holding his hand. But then we get Cody and Lucha Bros come out to save the day. Cody takes forever to get to the ring.
What's that all about?
Because he wanted to be about the people. I'm in the crowd with the people, and he forgot his cue because he's too busy shaking hands and shaking babies.
But also, like, why are you wearing that varsity jacket if you're just gonna like leave it in the crowd? I don't know. Like, okay, here he comes. Although people seem to be into him. They were into Lucha Bros, and he came out in the crowd because no one was. If he came out from the entrance ramp, they would have booed. But like he snuck up on them, and all the cheers couldn't. They couldn't cut through. The boos couldn't cut through once they found out Cody was there. Yeah.
It was smart booking. Good booking to get those boos out of the way.
And I guess that sets up the tag match of the pay-per-view. How do you feel about that?
I'm good. I'm good with it. I just honestly, I'm ready for FTR to move on.
Do you want them to win? I kind of want them to win.
I want FTR to keep winning. I want them to be tag team champion collector.
I kind of do too.
Yeah. I like FTR. I don't want them to lose. We got some things here. Yankees MCAS says, where in Jersey is Red from? North. Chico Marks writes,
what was that?
North. The North.
I didn't understand what you were saying. What did MCAV say?
MCAV said, where in Jersey is Red from? And I said, the North.
North. Yeah,
North.
Always the North.
Yeah, just North.
Absolutely.
Chico Marks says, manager's license, OMG, I didn't pick up on that. Amazing. That was a good find, Roy. That was a really good find. We get S saying, I'm really digging Red's weird references of late. Aleister Crowley, Ingmar Bergman, good stuff. Why'd we say Aleister Crowley again? Every time we say his name, we give his dead, rotting corpse power, which it will then use to like curse us. He's the reason for everything bad that's happened in the 21st and 20th century. We have to stop mentioning that person's name.
Yeah.
Fair? Can we make a rule here that will stop doing it?
Banned words.
Everyone's
not going to say
this. We're not going to say it anymore.
It's over.
Okay. John Busman, why does he always come through the crowd? I've seen Roads to the Top. He has a dressing room. Nailed him, Buse. Nailed him to the cross on that one.
Not only, well, he wants to be DDP, I guess.
Yeah, he wants to be. He's so lost. I love it because one of what he'll sneak in these cheers by sneaking in with the Lucha Bros to get their cheers. But like every now and then he's gonna have to come out alone. Yeah, and it's gonna get the booze. Yeah. It's good. Then Tony says this will lead to House of Black with a debut of Brody King. Yeah, I hope so. Honestly, Brody King, I would love for that. Brody King and Malachi Black would make a great tag.
Yes,
I think that's a great idea. Brody King is good. Brody King is very good.
Lucha Bros lose.
I know him.
FTR.
He follows me on Instagram because.
Does he actually?
Oh yeah, you should. Follow.
Yeah.
Oh, he does, and he's
viewed
a story of mine or two. He's seen a few stories. But what were we saying?
You should hit him up to see if we can get a manager's license. Maybe he knows somebody.
We should hit him up to see if he wants to appear on a podcast.
Well, that's the other thing too.
We have so many plans now. You don't even know. You ain't ready.
Hey, sky's the limit now.
Sky's the limit with Tam. Everyone give Tam another congrats. He's doing a great job. Honk honk. Give a honk honk for Tam. Moving on, we get MJF promo. They talk about the MJF Darby thing. Yeah. Darby will not let him get in his head, will not break him. MJF, they talk about the pillars thing again, which is very interesting. I love that pillars thing. I just hope Jungle Boy doesn't get left in the dust, you know?
One of them always does. One of them is Akira Taue. That's a very nerdy wrestling reference. If anybody caught it, I'm here for it.
Hold on. John Busman says, thank you, Tam. Damn right. Thank you so much. Any other thoughts on MJF Darby before we get to the main event?
I think it'll be a good match. I think it'll be a good match.
I'm excited for it. We're very excited for it here.
Yeah.
At LW. The last match of the night, the last thing of the night was the contract signing. Tony introduces Hangman. Kenny comes out. They're sitting down. Did you catch the Okada reference?
No, what was it? I actually missed it. I was trying to figure out how thumbnails worked at the beginning of this, so I might have missed something.
No, I was about to say Tam. Tam just gave a peace sign in the chat. And,
hell yeah,
I got distracted. But we got what we were talking about. Hangman and so Hangman was saying like, I appreciate you. You know, like what you've done in our tag team and kind of moving on. But this is the first time that you're the second person in a tag team.
I did catch that, but that's for Kota Ibushi.
Oh, I don't know.
The Golden Lover.
Kota. That was Kota. I keep thinking it was Okada.
Okada was his like most famous opponent in New Japan.
That's right. That's right.
Yeah, there's a Kota Ibushi reference, which was that's a good reference right there.
Is Kota Ibushi in the States right now?
No, he's not. He's not.
Because I think Kota Ibushi is going to help Hangman win. It's just my take on it.
That's my only thought there is I've thought about that stuff too because people are going to be in from New Japan are going to be in the States, but they have a show that night. Then they need to be in California. At the time that the Hangman Kenny match is going to be happening, they're going to be in California
with the win.
I plan on watching both of those shows on Saturday. It's going to be it's going to be a wild wrestling night.
Yeah, it's going to be
Buddy
wild
Murphy.
Stuff. Buddy Murphy?
Yeah, he's wrestling Okada on the New Japan show.
Oh, the New Japan show. I thought we were talking about Full Gear.
No.
Kota Ibushi. Where is that being held?
That's in California. That's in San Francisco.
And where's Full Gear being held?
Minneapolis.
Not a far drive.
Yeah, no, not at all.
Far drive. S says someone's got to be the short pillar, and that's what reference to Jungle Boy. What do you think of this end segment? Are you excited?
I thought it was great. Yeah, I'm really excited for it. I thought it was really good. I just think Hangman's incredible, and I think Hangman's always really good, and I think sometimes Kenny can be a little aloof and maybe be a little bit of a miss, but he was laser focused.
He was on tonight. He was on tonight.
And he was great.
Yeah.
Both of them were great. Oh, it was so good.
He's so proud of you. I'm so proud of you. That's fucked.
Yeah.
That's a fucked up thing to say to someone.
And you know, they get me. AEW got me. Because here's the thing. Sometimes they do some things that are like a little sloppy. Like they pull it off, but it's a little messy. So I kept seeing this cameraman in the shot, and I'm like, what's this cameraman doing here? Get out of here.
Sure.
And then it turns out it was Don Callis, and I love Don Callis.
Yeah, you do love that guy. Don Callis comes out with his phony mustache, and he knocks out Hangman so hard that he's unconscious forever. Dan Callis has one hell of a right hand.
Yeah, he hit him with the camera.
Did he?
Yeah, he hit him with the camera.
Okay,
that's why he's bleeding. Because also, I think it's funny that he wore a fake mustache, but he was also wearing a mask over it. So, like,
was he? I didn't even notice any of that. I just saw the fake mustache. This is
really funny.
I actually hated
details.
That. I hated Don Callis doing that. I wish they just ended it like, "I'm proud of you," and him walking away.
Sure.
And that would have been an awesome ending. But this Don Callis bullshit kind of just sold the entire thing short for what? For who?
He's a coward. He's a coward. He's a cowardly champion. He always will be.
Yeah, but he's done that. We get Kenny's a coward. Have him be like condescending. Like, I loved that, man. That was good.
Yeah.
Wow. That's the end of the show. Are we excited for Full Gear?
Pumped up.
I'm pumped up. This was good stuff.
Yeah.
This has been such an exciting show. As you can see, Roy and I are both at the campfire telling campfire stories. Doesn't it look like that?
Yeah, a little bit. Yeah. I don't know how to use a ring light.
Just do this. Do this. That's so funny. That's always having fun. This is how we have fun here. Thank goodness for Tam. Everyone give it up for Tam. This is Loser Leaves Wrestling. We're going to be back on Saturday. For we're thinking of calling it the Weekly Wrestle. We're going to change it up. The News You Can't Lose is now a segment of the show. Give us your thoughts. Let us know. Write down in the chat after the show ends, or even here. Give us some names, ideas. You should email them to loserleavespod@gmail.com and send us your questions, because we might get Uncle Moet to come in and read from the mailbag, which that would be really great. We're going to try and get Moet back on here so we could do mailbag segments. Excellent work. Thank you. We got some comments here real quick. So that was so funny. I love Don Callis. John Buseman writes that. Chica Mark says Okada is in San Jose this weekend. Too far of a drive for me. He's in San Jose. Interesting. Tony, I want Hangman to hit Callis with the dead eye. Okay,
I can see that happening. I can see it happening.
I don't know. All right, yeah, sure. Let's have it. Chica Mark says needed to sign in blood, I guess. That's I guess what they did, right? He signed it in his blood. Yep. I just wish it was. I don't know. It was simpler, better. There's too many things going on. Him walking away would have got me so much more amped to see him kick his butt.
Sure,
kick his big butt.
His big old butt.
He's got a big
bottom.
Butt.
He's got a big bottom.
He's got dog. Yankees NCAS says love a good wrestling show. S says we fear change. Do not fear this change, S.
Yeah, this is going to be
because this is all for the better. We're going to be meeting. What is it? 3 p.m. Eastern, 2 p.m. Central, 12 p.m. Pacific. We're excited to see you all there. Right, 12 p.m. Yeah, I did it right.
Yeah, that's right. That's the right time.
And thank you all so much. This is Loser Leaves Wrestling. This is the woo-woo-woos and the putts. My name is Red Jefferson. I'm here with Roy Hammer, and we were here with Tam. Bye, everyone.
Bye.
And you can cut the stream whenever you want.